Okay.
Hello, everybody. My name is Paul Witherspoon. I am a business English teacher. I have been teaching business English for about 4 or 5 years now. And I help professionals to grow their careers and to grow their fluency and to grow their confidence with English. All right. And I currently live here in Italy. And so I'm learning Italian myself. So I understand my students. And I am here with Christian Monti. Christian Monti, I met probably 3 months ago. Yeah, it's 3 months ago. And when Christian came to me, his level was an A2. It was a very, basic level. And his motivation for learning English is he wanted to go on holiday. Okay, and he's changing his office, I believe. He's with the same company, but his company was changing his office.
Yes.
And like for his new job, he wanted to use English to trade with banks in other countries. Okay, so for him, conversation is really important. And his trouble was he wasn't using English enough, and he stopped using English after high school. But one interesting thing about Christian is he works at a bank during the week, and on the weekend, he's a DJ. Okay, so he's partying out, he's having fun. So, he probably plays English music. He probably has to speak in English also on the weekend. So we'll get started. So, Christian, maybe in your words, in the past, what was your motivation for learning English?
With the change of my role, I work in a bank, but after the new job, the new role, I didn't use English. Now English it's very important because we manage the company, and in particular the abroad operation of this company. So it's very important to speak and to write English, because we speak and write with another abroad banks. 3 months ago, I didn't speak English, and in these 3 months, I started to speak English with Paul, and I hope to improve my English. Also for my activities for holiday, not also for my job.
Okay. And do you have headphones, like a microphone? Do you have?
Yes. Just a moment.
Okay. Sorry, guys. We usually this is a new. Well, I was testing to see if I could hear without the microphone, but I think the microphone may be a little better. Okay, so we'll test it to see if this works a little bit better. Okay, so he's plugging it in now.
Okay.
That is way better.
Perfect.
That is way better. Let me turn down my volume. All right, so that's great. All right, so you were looking to use English for your job, okay? And how did you find me? How did we meet?
Through my friend, my best friend, that on December maybe join you on app. So when I told him that I wanted to improve my English, he told me your contact, your number, and we started with our lesson.
Yeah, Jonas,
yes.
Jonas. Well, actually, I had a meeting with Jonas, probably last year, and Jonas actually I think he had an English course at work, so he didn't take classes with me, but he
Yes.
actually knows a spiritual sister of mine, or he knows my wife's best friend. So it's a small world. Okay. And yeah, he works in the bank also. He works in the bank also, and we worked on a presentation together. Um, one of Jonas's presentation. I think he had a sales presentation to do or something. Okay. And what was your process of learning English before you started with me? What was your process like?
I try to study English every day with
In the
different.
past? In the
In
past?
the past, I didn't study English during my study at university. I made one or two exam, but
You say I had one
I
or two
had
exams.
I had one or two exams, but not more. So I didn't speak and I didn't write English because I didn't use English on my job or during my life.
On the job. So you say I didn't use English on the job,
Yes.
or in during my day, or in life, in regular life. But now, what is your process now for learning English?
Now, from to month, I
Since,
try
or 3 months actually,
since
almost.
3 months. I try to study English every day. Also, 50 minutes or to 20 minutes for per day through, for example, Duolingo apps. Or a grammar book, and in the last week I started with another instrument.
Another tool, another
I
tool.
another tool because I try to speak about different arguments. For
Different
example,
topics.
different topics. For example, my favorite sports, or my favorite app, my holiday, and so every day 3 or 5 minutes. I try to speak in English. Then I write the words that I don't know to study this word day by day.
Every day.
Yes.
Okay. And how has your English changed since starting with me?
Now I am more free to speak English. Before I meet you,
Mhm.
I don't speak.
I didn't speak.
I didn't speak. I spoke with very simple words, but not complete phrases. Now my English is more fluent than before.
So your fluency grew.
Yes, there is also a long street to improve my English
A long way.
because
You can say a
a
long
long
way.
way because it's very difficult in a short time, but I feel more more free to speak also with other people. For example, I speak
You can say
with
I feel more confident, probably.
yes, more confident. In fact, I speak, for example, with my cousin that speak very well English.
Yeah. So tell us that story. I want you to tell that story from the beginning.
What?
So tell us the story about your cousin.
A story for my cousin.
Yeah, with your English.
We speak with you for everything while we are going to parkour.
Oh, okay. So while you were doing parkour,
Yes.
you were talking about me.
What?
You said you were talking about me during this time.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. I started with also with my cousin from since 3 months ago.
So you remember talking in English with your cousin 3 months ago.
Yes, when
Okay.
I started also with you
Perfect.
to improve my fluency and to try also my English because because every day I use Duolingo or a grammar book, and on Wednesday and Friday I speak with my cousin.
I did not know that. Maybe you told me.
Yes,
Maybe you
yes.
told me. So every Wednesday.
No. On Wednesday and on Friday, I speak with you. While every day I write with you in English. On WhatsApp, we write in English.
With your cousin, you write in English.
Yes, and on
Okay.
Wednesday and Friday, when I meet you,
Uh-huh.
we speak 20 minutes, 30 minutes in English
Right.
for my job, my hobby,
With me or
my
with
life.
him? With your
With
cousin?
him,
Okay.
with my
Okay.
cousin, with my cousin,
Okay. So
because
with him,
my cousin do a parkour with me.
he does parkour.
He does parkour with me.
So
So
you work at a bank,
yes,
and
a
then you do
DJ.
parkour and then DJ.
Yes,
That's awesome.
also a dancer.
He's a dancer. So it's
Yes,
like it's like Superman and then Clark Kent. It's like
yes.
like
Or Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde,
yeah.
banker and dancer or DJ.
That is
Yes.
awesome. Okay, and so what did your cousin say to you?
What?
So your cousin said so you told him you meet with me, and then what did your cousin say?
I don't understand.
So you talked to your cousin, you were
Yes.
speaking with your cousin, and you said you had classes with me.
Yes.
And what was your cousin's response? What did your cousin, how did he respond to your English? What did he tell
Uh,
you?
my cousin for me.
Right. So what did he tell you? What did he say for your English after
For
3 months?
for my English,
Yeah.
he said me
He
that
told me
he told me that my English is improved
has
than
improved
2 months ago.
compared to 2 months.
Yes, compare 2 months ago.
Yeah. In
Now
fact,
it's more is easier to speak with you.
yeah.
At the beginning,
Uh,
it was very difficult because I didn't know many words, and I didn't know as create a phrase. So I speak
how to create a phrase or
cre-
sentence.
Yes, so I spoke in Italian in English, more in Italian than English. Now I speak with you using only English words, and I try to don't use Italian.
I try not to use Italian.
Yes, so I tried to create a phrase without help.
Yeah, without help. That's awesome. And any other stories of improvements with your English? Do you have any other stories or things that you noticed?
But on my job, I see an also in
Improvement?
improvement also in a bright English,
My
because
written English.
my written English, because now now I write without help. I reply to the English email that I received in few minutes.
In a few
While
minutes.
3 months ago, for to wrote a simple and short
To write
email,
to
to
write an
write
email.
a simple
Simple
and
email.
short email. I use many time.
It took a lot. It took a long time.
I took a long time, and now I understand the English email. Many some words I didn't know yet, but
You say I don't know yet.
I don't know yet, but I understand the significant,
The concept.
the concept of the mail.
Yeah.
While before the beginning of lessons with you, I used only Google Translate. I kept the email, and I took this email on the Google Translate.
And you translate it with Google Translate.
Yes.
Okay. And the last question I have for you is, what advice do you have for students who want to learn English? Or students who are not my students yet? What advice do you have?
Vines.
Advice is concilio. Advice.
Advice. Okay. For me, it's very important study English every day, because it's important to speak or to write, or also to listen in English every day. It's not easier, because
It's not easy.
It's not easy, because during the day there are many things, the work, the wife, the friend, but also 10-20 minutes per day it's important to improve in a short time your English.
And what advice do you have for my current students?
Current student, to speak English more, also with through your lessons, but also during your life. For example, to speak also alone, but speak English.
Awesome.
Yeah, I speak English For example, while I'm going to my car, on my car,
To my car.
to my car, I speak English alone.
That is awesome. That is awesome. I can see the difference. I can see the progress.
Yes.
Just in 2 months. Actually, it's about maybe 6 or 8 weeks. 6 weeks probably. No, 10 weeks probably. We met.
Yes. On March.
Our first lesson was February 20th.
Okay. Yes.
So that's about 7 weeks, probably 6 or 7 weeks ago.
Yes.
No, 9 weeks.
No.
3
months. 12 weeks.
No. That's like 2 weeks and 2 months and 2 weeks ago.
Okay.
2 months and 3 weeks ago. So probably 10 to 11 weeks ago.
Yes.
Yeah. Awesome. All right, Christian. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
And good job. We'll continue the class. Okay.
Yes.